What's up, everybody? I'm going to try to make it a quick review of the Arlo Pro camera system. Going to kind of give my opinion about the good and the bad and let you know what I like, don't like, whatever the case may be. Starting off, this is 100% wireless. There are no wires attached to this camera. It runs off of a battery that is inside of here, and it is rechargeable. So now this is for the Arlo Pro. The other ones are a little bit different. We're talking about the Arlo Pro here. This is a rechargeable battery. Battery life, they say about 6 months. I'm going to tell you, depending on where you put the camera, depends on how much battery life you're going to get. These do work off of motion, so when it sees motion, it's going to start recording. You can go in, of course, go in and change the settings to where it records all the time, but it's going to kill your battery. This particular camera in my hand faces a corner where there's a stop sign and there's traffic coming through all the time, so I get about a month out of this camera. The other ones, I get, 2.5 months. I've had the system for about 3.5 months now. 2 cameras I have yet to charge. They're still on still on charge, and I think they're on. I got my laptop over here. I think they're on like 60% still. So after 3.5 months, they're on about 60%. They pick up about 10 to 15 recordings a day. So they're doing great. But this camera, again, probably picks up about 500 recordings a day. So it definitely gets some activity, so the battery life is significantly reduced. Now, as far as what are some good things about this system, obviously the wireless, cannot stress how awesome this is. I went out and bought multiple systems and brought them back to the store because I started setting them up. They weren't easy to set up, and having to run all the wires, and forget that nonsense. Seriously, it took me 10 minutes to set this up. You create an account online, you push the sync button, put the camera next to the little base station, push the sync button for a few seconds, let it do its thing. It's good to go. That's it. Seriously. Then you mount it wherever you want. So, that easy. Love that feature about it. Love the audio. The audio recording of this is phenomenal. It picks up things you wouldn't believe it's going to pick up in the sound. You can have two-way conversations with this, through the app or through here. You can actually talk to whoever is in front of the camera, or maybe you want to talk to your dog if this is in the dog's room or something like that. You can have conversations back and forth, and it does pick it up. So very good about that. It has a siren that you can push a button, on the laptop here. I'll show you. You turn on siren, and it turns on the siren very loud, very, very loud. Freaked out my dogs. They took off running across the house when I tested it because it's so loud. So definitely a great feature about this. I do like the mounts that come with it. Standard mount that comes with it is a magnetic one. You can see the little spot right here. Basically, it's like a little ball that you screw onto the wall. And I apologize, I don't use them, so I don't have them anymore. But you screw the little ball onto the wall, and this is a magnetic thing, and you just basically stick it right on there. I kind of show you because this is metal here. I show you how, see, it's just magnetic. So, very strong magnet. However, if you're putting these outside, I would not recommend using the magnetic one because someone can just easily walk up and snag it off your wall. So you don't want that. You don't want it getting stolen. I did purchase 4 of the wall mounts. Basically, they screw onto the wall, and then these attach to the mount right here. Screws on, and then this screws into. Damn it, that strong camera magnet. This basically screws into it right there like that, and then that's how you basically attach it. So, and then of course, as you tighten this down right here, it tightens down the position of whatever the camera is. So however you want to put the camera is how it's going to stay. Very, very good. Do like that. One thing as far as that goes, I would suggest for them to add is some kind of a disconnection feature or something maybe, where if it disconnects off the mount, the siren goes off or something, so that, the intruder or the thief, whatever, knows that, they've been warned that, you're stealing property, and you are also being warned that your camera has been disconnected. So that'd be a great feature for them to add. Other than that, this is a fantastic system. Really is. The picture clarity is very good until you zoom. Once you start to zoom in on videos, it kind of gets grainy and gets fuzzy and not real good. But as far as everything else goes, very clear, very good pictures. So Pixel clarity is great. Like I said, the battery life is great. You know, until it gets into like those specific areas where it's high traffic, then you kind of lower and reduce. Of course, that's expected, being it's motion activated. So, what are some downsides to this? Downsides would be motion activated. As well as is good, it is bad because you know, they don't really allow you to cancel out any areas where a lot of systems you can go in and gray out or mark out spots that you don't want motion detection picked up. You know, for instance, this camera, like I said, faces a corner. I would love to gray out that intersection, just not even see it. You know what I mean? Because I get so many, like I said, 500 plus a day, sometimes up to 1,000 a day, depending on how much traffic is going on. If it's a windy day and, you know, there's a bush in front of here and the bush is blowing, you know, sometimes it'll pick up 3 or 4 times a minute and it'll record for 10 seconds. And you can change that 10 seconds, whether it's 5, 10, 15, 20, whatever, but it'll record for 10 seconds of this bush just blowing around. So to have to go through and delete all those, you know, video snaps of a bush blowing around, it just gets kind of annoying. So I'd love to go in there and gray out areas. They give you an option where you can, you know, reduce the window of what is being seen, basically. I don't like that because it doesn't really allow you specific areas. It allows on an angle like this. So you can't, you know, bring this side in and bring the top down a little bit. You basically just bring it in like this. So you get one specific shape and you're stuck with that. And I don't like that because I don't want a rectangular shape like this just so I can gray out the corner and now I'm missing all this over here. You know what I mean? So I don't like that feature about it. One of the other features I don't like about it is, you know, this is the battery slot right here, you know, where you charge it. You know, you charge it into the wall. It does use a standard micro USB cable. However, I have yet to find another cable that will plug into this camera because this outer casing here is too big, or too small, I'm sorry. It's too small and it doesn't allow all the standard micro USB cables to slide in and far enough to where it'll start charging. So if you do happen to break or lose the Arlo camera charger, you're kind of stuck buying an Arlo charging cable because that's the only thing that I can find that works. I'm sure they're out there, but sorry, that's just what is available right now that I know of. So what else? What else about this? You can kind of see, you know, on here. This is kind of how I have it set up. You know, you can see my 3 cameras. This is my 4th one. I have it turned off right now because I'm using it. But you can see kind of what goes on. You know, you can actually click where it says live, and it'll actually show you live recordings of what's going on. Or, you know, like I said, if you want to watch your dog during the day or something, or, you know, you have it in the kids' room, you want to watch the kids, you push the live button. Again, the siren is down here, down below. You know, you can turn the siren on and off. What else? You can change, you know, like I said, the sensitivity of the motion detection. You can change the spacing of it. You can change the recording times. You know, you can, you know, these have about a 300-foot range of what they will pick up, because like I said, they're wireless, so it's got to have a range. I have no problems. I have these cameras wherever I want, and it picks up just fine through the wireless system, so no problems there. What else? I don't know. I mean, it's a fantastic system. Easy to set up, great picture clarity, great audio clarity. You know, easy on-off. You know, mounting. I mean, it's a great system. Paid probably $850 for the Pro system, and it's worth every penny. You know, Vivint wanted to come out and charge me $80 a month for what I wanted, and you know, they wanted a contract. I didn't want the contract. You know, I didn't want to pay for 3 years. In 10 months of what they wanted to charge, I bought my own system, had it installed in an hour and a half, including all the mounting bases, things secured, up and running, recording, good to go. So 9.5 out of 10. Would raise it a little bit for a couple tweaks here and there, but otherwise I'm not going to complain about this system. So I guess if you have any questions, feel free to comment below, and I will definitely be sure to get back to you with the best of my knowledge. You know, one thing I want to say is frequently when I do plug these in to charge them, you know, there's a software firmware update. So I'm sure they're changing things, and of course they will kind of change things as time goes along. That's what people do. That's what companies do to make things better. So, oh, the other thing is you can't really see it on here, but there are kind of hard water spots on the actual lens. So if you do have hard water and you use a sprinkler system, you know, they tend to get on the lens and they're hard to get off. So you might want to just take the camera down for 15, 20 minutes, whatever your camera or your sprinkler system runs. The other thing is night vision on these. Absolutely fantastic. Great night vision. Very clear picture. Very, very good at the night vision is very clear. That's really all I can say about it. Not really much else to say, is that it's clear. You can really see you know, the reflection of the light coming off the lamppost onto my license plates makes it kind of hard to see the letters and numbers on a license plate. So it's kind of useless if it has to pick up a license plate number because of the reflective material on the license plate. So as long as there's no light in the area shining down onto it, it'll pick it up just fine. But this does work. The motion detection works just as good at night as it does during the day. So actually, let me see if I can even maybe even find some kind of a night vision video here that I can just kind of show you real good of how clear it is, because like I said, it is very clear, and it's at least worth trying to show you if I can find one. Give me just 1 second here. I apologize. Of course, it's going to be on the one that I'm holding because that's the one that gets the most traffic. So let me just see if there's maybe, there we go. Okay, so this one is at 5:51 in the morning. I don't know why, but you can see, I mean, just how clear it is. So definitely a great picture. I don't know why it bounces like that back and forth. It only does that on the actual website. It doesn't do it on the camera app. So, but you can see that was a moth just flying by the light in the middle of the night. So my porch light is on at this time. If the porch light does come off, it does have a much better picture. But at that given moment, the porch light is on. So, but you can see, I mean, it picked up all the plants in my yard. It picked up the bugs. It picked up the dust that's floating around. I mean, it top notch, guys. I'm telling you. So 9.5 out of 10. Go out and get yourself one. Definitely a quality product.